I'm now right in Kabul visiting Afghanistan. 1 whole year passed since the situation in Afghanistan changed fundamentally. And now stability is gaining ground, challenges remain. I'd like to take this valuable opportunity to share with you China's views on the Afghanistan issue. It is necessary to keep engagement with the acting government of Afghanistan. Any true help for Afghan people can hardly be materialized if one bypasses the Afghan authority. While many have paid extensive attention to inclusive government structure, women's rights, and the education of middle school girls in Afghanistan, it is important to know that dealing with these issues is not incompatible with economic reconstruction. They are mutually reinforcing. To pursue both of them, suggestions, guidance, and the necessary assistance shall be offered in a way acceptable for the Afghan authority. It is also necessary to speed up practical cooperation with Afghanistan. During my trip, almost all countries spoke highly of the mechanism for coordination and cooperation among the neighboring countries of Afghanistan for its unique role, and reaffirmed the significance of the Twin-Sea Initiative. The International Conference on Afghanistan held in Uzbekistan's capital, Tashkent, recently focused on Afghanistan's economic development once again. Almost all the countries agree that the U.S. should return in full the $7 billion assets to Afghanistan, lift unilateral sanctions and unreasonable financial restrictions as soon as possible, and fulfill its primary responsibility for peace, stability, and reconstruction in Afghanistan. Afghanistan is still suffering from terrorism. The ISIL launches terrorist attacks every now and then, and the terrorist groups like ETIM are taking advantages of that situation to accumulate strength and expanding its existence and influence abroad. Regional countries agree to enhance security cooperation and urge the Afghan side to fulfill its promise on countering terrorism by taking visible, tangible, and verifiable measures. During the past year, China has provided Afghanistan with over 350 billion renminbi yuan's worth of urgent humanitarian assistance through bilateral channels. We have also imported signature products such as pine nuts, saffron, almonds, figs, or raisins, and have been implementing our promise of 1 billion yuan's aid for humanitarian and development purposes. To relieve the Afghan people's difficulties, China has never interfered into Afghanistan's internal affairs or sought any selfish interests or the so-called sphere of influence there. We have kept engagement with the acting government of Afghanistan, encouraging and supporting this government to promote inclusive government structure, to bring about moderate and prudent governance, and to realize decisive countering of terrorism, and to develop friendly relations with its neighbors. From August 1st, Chinese embassy in Kabul resumed the issuing of visas to China to Afghan citizens. As China's President Xi Jinping noted, a peaceful, stable, developing, and prosperous Afghanistan is the aspiration of all Afghan people. That is in the common interest of all. China is ready to work with all parties and keep on contributing to lasting peace, stability, and reconstruction in Afghanistan.